This runner profiles about our resident Elmo, Nextracer. Next was seeded into Group G and is exiting that group first with an overall win-loss record of 8 wins and 1 loss. Their 80% PB is a 117.46, which puts them 8th on the 80% leaderboard. Last year was Nextracer's best Mach market performance, getting all the way to winners semis and taking Blade into a Game 5 scenario before ultimately dropping to losers and being eliminated at 5th. Known to suffer from tournament nerves in the past, those nerves looked like they were completely gone last year for Nex, and it remains to be seen if they can exceed their performance from last year this time around in Mach 4 March. This runner profiles about the best console runner, Icecream Man. Icecream Man was seeded into Group J and is exiting that group as the first seed with an overall tournament win-loss record of 7 wins and 2 losses. His 90% PB is a 122.25, which places him 30th on the leaderboard. The self-proclaimed console world record holder, Icecream Man actually got a huge upset in his group, taking the first seed over the expected first seed Mats. With that upset under his belt, can Icecream Man transition that into a strong bracket performance? We'll find out here in Mach 4 March.
All right, and hello everyone. We are back for some more Mach March. Up next we have Nextracer 1 versus Icecream Man. A set that when I saw the results of the last one, I just couldn't wait to record. How do you guys feel about this one?
I think we're gonna see some cutscenes.
Like, every time a console runner makes it to bracket, I want to watch that set just because if they pick a stage with a long ass cutscene, I want to see how the runner who isn't used to the cutscene deals with it. Like, as somebody who can sit there and not be bothered by it, I want to see how runners who are bothered by it react to it.
I'm expecting constant head shaking on Nexus end. I want to see BT being played, and it's just the entire 18-hour cutscene is just Nex shaking their head.
Right, I'll play this now. To future commentators again. Hi, future commentators.
Hello.
Hi. Right, so we're here for Nextracer versus Icecream Man.
Winners round 2.
Winners round 2, yeah. We just got done with Nex versus Lem. Which the timeline might be a little fucked up on that in the future, actually.
Yeah, the time dilation.
I'm gonna skip a little bit. There we go. Okay. Editing, right? All right.
Yeah.
So.
I wonder which level they're gonna take.
Next, you are the higher seed. Let me guess. Blood and Rust.
No. I mean, yeah. Sorry, Blood and Rust.
No, yeah.
No.
Alright. Either BT or Affecting Cause 2.
Beacon 2 or Affecting Cause 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna do Affecting Cause 2.
Fuck yes.
I'm literally
Alright.
on Beacon 2.
Oh, fuck.
Why would you say
Fuck
that?
yes. Fuck yeah.
I was on Beacon 2 as well. I just wanna play, I just like time travel.
Honestly,
Yeah, that's a good reason. I respect that.
ENC2 is a goated level.
It's a big comfort level this year.
And it's
It really is.
and I'm not only saying
talking
that
about
because I
that
got
comment
a
from
301
Ice Cream Man
PB
that they just
on
like
stream
they just like
in
time
the
travel.
tournament.
I got like
Fun level,
0.1 off a goal
Also-
100% run today.
Practice
Also-
BT and their beacon, and
yeah,
then
this level
just
is
go to a
smooth
different
all
level. That's so
around.
metal.
Yeah.
They mentioned that ENC2 is their
My timer's
comfort
ready.
level? What?
No, it's like it's a comfort Right. pick this year for like starters.
I guess?
That's what they meant.
We've
I
definitely
guess-
seen more ENC2 than any of the starters. Honestly, the starters are getting a little hard now.
I mean,
Yeah,
they
it-
are, but
It was very interesting because the first year ENC2 was by far and away the most popular
You
pick
two ready to
because
go?
everyone would ban Beacon 2. Nobody wanted to
Okay.
put their
3,
faith in Blood and Rust,
2,
so they would go to Affecting
1,
Cause.
Go.
Right? And here we go into game number 1. Icecream Man starting out, next having the delay as expected. But yeah, no, like as the years go by, suddenly, you know, ENC2 gets banned by runners who want them to go to those higher skill levels, and now suddenly BNR is at a point where they're not necessarily as comfortable with it, so they're just going back to banning a BNR or a Beacon 2, and we're back to seeing that Affecting Cause 2 as the comfort pick.
Yeah, I mean, and with developments happening on Blood and Rust, Beacon 2 getting softball this KRS, it's just the skill ceiling's getting really high if you want to beat some of these better runners. And here's an opening nade from Icecream Man. I'm a big fan of this one. Okay, good boost.
My god. It looks swag when you hit it, but it's one of the frags that saves the least amount of time in the game.
Yeah, visually, it's awesome.
Icecream Man actually got out of that that space dog like in a very, very smart way by using the time travel with it. So yeah, that like when I saw that I was like, huh.
I give in to my hate and I start punching the Prowler.
Yeah, we're already
Emperor
seeing though
Palpatine.
that the top player difference here as Next got like a 51 button. Icecream Man struggling a little bit in some parts, especially with the dog, but also in the elevator shaft, just failing to get a relatively strong time there. So now we're seeing the pre-speed come out for Next. That is a very good amount of pre-speed. 60 can tap strafe this transition, and yeah, that is so good. That is the power of a good pre-speed.
I love the massive reload pre-speed setup. That looks so off, but it's so good.
Wait, for timing? That's what the reload
Yes,
is? Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Massive for timing.
That's so... Man, Next, I love you, bud.
You know what? Okay. Using a reload to help timing instead of shooting out like 15 mags, I can respect that.
Yeah, I mean, it's better, honestly, if you can get your timing like that. Because you
Yeah,
have
like-
ammo in the gun now. Oh, wow!
That's
Knock it.
pre-speed from Next, but gets it around the corner. That's the most important part. 46 out of the door. They're making their way to Hell Room. Not enough speed, but goes for the consistent lineup here. Also frag. I don't think this is a comfy level because of this section. Oh my god, this 66. Gets
Room
on
literally
top.
called
Doesn't
hell.
even
Comfort
need
level.
that
Ah!
second frag, but goes for it anyway.
Woo! 70.
Pass.
75.
Oh yeah, it goes so
Bad.
far. Has to go.
Hold on, run it back.
Mans went so far, had to go back for that snuggle slide, and then hits a hole in one. Yeah, that is a clinic from Next. That is an easy 255, 256 effect and cause two from Nextracer. Very,
That was
very nicely
so
done.
good. Icecream Man also getting just like absolutely everything. Choked a bit on the pre-speed after Anderson 1, but other than that, it's just overall very good. But if you're going against the 255 by Nex, no shame in losing.
So it sucks when you play well and your opponent just skill gaps you. It sucks so much.
Yep.
And
But-
Next, or Ice Cream Man, not even a bad runner. Like I said, currently our best console runner, you know, with a 122, and is constantly putting out like good times every time they're grinding as well. But even still, just cannot match up to the
Okay,
surgical play from
so-
Nextracer there.
I don't know what Nex is doing right now.
Hello?
War?
But they just pulled out a 255.
Yeah, that was really good. A sub
It's
3
one
on
of the
affecting
best
cause 2 is
dodge
very
skills of all
good.
time,
Mm-hmm.
especially the snuggle slide.
Yeah, I also had one of the affecting cause twos of all time. I fumbled almost everything. I fell down the elevator. I crashed into a grunt for Anderson 1 pre-speed.
Damn.
This was really embarrassing. I tried to do a lineup for Hellroom Zipless, and where you like land on top of that tiny panel, and I
Yeah.
thought I didn't land on it, but turns out I did. So I
Oh,
kind of
so you just
aborted it.
you abandoned the
I
frag.
just like aborted it when I didn't need to,
Yeah.
and then I also
Which
messed up
which
my
just
wall
shows
kicks
that
on the
like
side. I preserved a lot of
sometimes you
speed
just
through it,
don't
and
have
then
that
just messed up the wall
confidence
kicks.
with
Yeah,
with
one
a
of the
certain
times I
strat.
came to, like, decided the most goated thing of all
Yeah.
time, where you mess
Rather
up the
abandon a
thing.
frag that I'm not sure will kill me
I
or
think
not,
it's in this level in
and take
particular.
a
though.
frag that, you know, ends my run.
Whatever.
Maybe that's
Wait,
Mio.
Ice Cream Man feeling that
Next,
loss.
won
You
that
can hear it in the
one,
voice.
So you get to ban.
I didn't think it was that bad of an ENC too, but I wasn't the runner,
The
so.
arc. Although you said you weren't going to the arc. Hmm.
I will never pick it, I promise.
Well, you might just be spreading
Literally never.
misinformation when you say that.
It might be capped. It might be capped.
Yeah, it
I
might
love
be.
that. I love
You
that.
never know.
You don't have to trust me. Like,
British play.
this is who you're making mad, if you even care.
Hmm. I shall ban trial by fire.
Okay.
Trouble
No
Fire
R.
is out.
No trial by fire. No bitches. Uh.
God.
If you're getting
I
bitches
think
from
of
Trial
this
by
one would be
Fire,
pretty
I don't know.
gross because
I'm
we're
like, if
doing
I would
different
say like no
strats,
beacon two, no bitches.
so I'd just be hoping he messes
Real.
up. I think that's a little gross. So let's do Abyss 3. It's the comfort pick.
Oh, the Ice Cream Man comfort pick coming
This has
out.
just become like the most interesting picks in this tournament.
It's very weird that.
I mean, and Ice Cream Man
Abyss 3 is a comfort
also
pick for someone.
notoriously
I don't think
good
I've ever
Abyss
heard
3
that
runner
before.
as well. This is a level that they
Abyss
put a
3.
lot of care,
It's
effort,
kind
and
of
practice
like the
into.
reverse of what Abyss
They've
Yeah.
taken everyone
used to
so far
be
I've seen them do a set
in,
against
like,
they've taken
Mach
here.
1 and 2.
Abyss
Oh,
3
okay,
as well
people
also
always-
has the
It is a great
also has
equalizer,
the
but,
big
like,
note of it
instead
being
just
like
starting
a
with
level that's
Titan
been
stuff
blown
and-
open
what
by
happened
the
next stream?
the advent of E-Smoke Ash Skip and then subsequently
It's
the
gone.
the
It's
pilot sending the pilot transition through
Yeah, if
Abyss
I get,
3
like,
Oh, it's
a
back.
instead of
207
you doing it
every
with
We're
the
back.
Titan.
We're back.
and my
are
opponent
so
doesn't
bad.
It has
Yeah.
allowed
play
the
that.
world record for this level to go to a like
So
go
yeah,
from
instead
like
of,
a mid
starting
20
with the Titan and
205 or so
transitioning like,
to a
pilot movement, you start
138
out
by
with
Blade
pilot
in a month
movement
ago.
and then just
Yeah,
happening with the Titan.
that one was absolutely
The closest
unfair
we can
though.
get to-
That was a Blade run if I've
Here we
ever
go.
seen one.
Three,
And I want
two,
them to.
1, go.
Also, I'm surprised Ice Cream Man takes this level because especially the start is incredibly difficult to do on controller, while it's a lot easier to do on keyboard personally. But Nextracer not getting the speed gets
Next beef in that whole opening.
Yeah, next,
I'm gonna be real.
Ice Cream Man has just made that section work on controller. He's just forced it. He's just brute forced it to work.
I mean, that's what it takes when you're a console runner in this game. You gotta establish dominance.
also all of those like turnarounds throughout the level. Like those are harder to do on controller or at least slower to do. But Ice Cream Man is about even with Nextracer accounting for delay right now.
Wait, strafing on controllers, man.
Amazing.
Okay, right now, very good speed. This is definitely enough to send the pilot transition comfortably on next. But gets caught up by the tree, that could be huge. Because now you've lost all of that speed that you gained.
Yeah.
If you cannot get back up to speed, this is where you start losing time to being able to go for the hover ash skip. Now, in a vacuum, if you're just considering E-Smoke versus Hover Ash is faster. It is other factors that end up making the E-Smoke route faster in this level, and Nex is struggling right now. Every second that he loses is a second that Ice Cream Man is gaining, and we're just now seeing Nex get over to the cutscene transition here, so hopefully that Reaper dies and BT warps over. Otherwise, Ice Cream Man is going to head over to the Hover Ash setup now. And we are clearly out of bounds. Next is going to be going for the re-embark into BT. Let's see if we go for the Ash kill or the E-Smoke Ash skip here. I imagine we'll be seeing the skip, and yeah, Next not even going to send the attempt to kill Ash here. Which
I think
in a
Ice Cream
vacuum
is in the lead.
Yeah,
No, don't
right
do
now, Ice
E-Smoke.
Cream Man is...
Yeah.
Oh, Nex, you have hover. You can do post trigger hover ash skip. I made post on that.
Rob, I actually tried that, and it was very, very fuggy. Like, I could not get that shit right. Like, I got it like once, and I was like, okay, this is.
What a frag!
this is
Holy
pants.
shit!
That was an amazing E-Smoke ash skip though. But yeah, now you still gotta practice post trigger hover ash skip. But it is a lot easier in my opinion once you got it down.
That it would have been a final timer scenario, but we can see on screen that the
one was
218
actually
from
kinda
Nex is
close.
going to take it.
Really?
That nade,
made
I
some
think, saved it
mistakes.
for Nex.
I could've
I
maybe
think Ice
went
Cream Man
for
was
it.
going to win
I
until
got a
that nade. That was
222.
a extremely
Yeah,
clutch
Nex
nade.
got a 280.
Yeah,
It's an amazing E-Smoke ash skip.
Yeah, a 218 is
So-
notably
so
very
goal as
slow
of this
for
mo- my
an
goal as of
E-Smoke
this
Ash skip
moment is a
timing if you're
216.
going for
I
the
think I
pilot
could've beaten that
transition.
maybe,
A
but-
very good
know,
level
I'd
from
have to
Ice
play
Cream
pretty
Man
good.
could have taken that set from him. Just unfortunately some parts in the early level
Yeah, I
that
almost
didn't go
failed-
quite to plan.
I almost fell out of the cylinder. In
There's so
cylinder
many
skip.
tiny things that
Oh,
happen
And
yeah,
I
on
you
also
this
did.
level.
bonked a bunch of rocks. And then I
That
also
decided
had trouble
the
climbing
entire
up
match,
because I was a little
like
low.
one way or
I
another.
bonked some rocks.
Yeah, what's wild is a lot of
and
those
I
things,
went
none
for
of them
turn
like
slide,
they're all like nickel and
but
dime snares. They don't
missed
like
it, which
lead
I'm
into
not
each
sad
other.
that I
There's just a
didn't get
lot
it,
of
I'm sad that
individual
I
tricks and
went for it
individual
and didn't
like
get it.
segments that you're doing specially.
That alone lost me like
That's
2
true.
seconds.
There's so many like
Uh,
skills you're
what was the
practicing on
time?
that level if you want to be good at it.
222.
Damn, that was actually really close then.
Yeah, that's why.
That's
He
what I'm
does
saying.
why I
like
picked this level
Abyss
same
I
way.
wasn't.
three.
I couldn't hear for the first
His
part of the
movements
conversation.
throughout like most of the
Yeah.
level, like with
Like,
any
it's
other
not just
good
like that I have a lot of
Titanfall level.
hours in this level. I
But
can win
most
on this level.
Abyss
It is
3s have to wait at some point or another. And because of that, there's
It
such
could
a huge
happen.
difference between that and
Right.
Lone Wolf, for example,
What's
where
the
if you
ban?
fuck up once in Lone
Yeah,
Wolf, you're
Max.
dead.
Double fire again.
If you fuck up 5 times
Not
in Abyss
even-
3,
Yeah.
Don't
you
ask
can
the
keep going
question.
and not lose as much
Icecream,
time.
where are we
No,
going?
I asked it already.
Mhm.
Oh, the big advance.
My
All right.
yeah.
Try by fire off
My
the table
pick will be
here
fold
again.
Damn.
The fold weapon is the pick from Icecream Man.
Probably not gonna rock
I
with
It's a
had
bold
a
pick.
fold weapon.
Let's see if it
throw
pays
this
off for him.
morning, so
Which means we get
I
to watch the
hopefully will get
cutscene.
more throws
It's a
this
bold pick,
Oh,
Cotton. We'll see if
fuck.
it pays off.
Clear.
We don't have to watch the cutscene. This is pre
Yeah, say
Yeah.
we don't have to.
We don't have to.
Yeah, we
Like
both
we
have.
had to
Oh, wait.
before. Oh.
That's
We're
right, Ice
watching
Cream
the
Man.
cutscene.
We've
we're
beaten
watching
you.
the cutscene.
We
I
beat you at your own
forgot.
game.
Oh, no.
I am
World's
sorry.
first.
Mach
A,
and
con-
Mark
a
will be
console
on a
runner in a
VZ, I
tournament, but we
promise.
don't watch the cutscene still.
Yeah, we're NCSing the shit out of Ice Cream Man right
Yeah,
now.
I am literally speeding up the video right now.
I want to do snow slide consistently, please.
In the future, I'm taking some running against anyone. I'm gonna be fine.
Oh my god.
Charlie Brown's parents are here.
These Titanfall runs are so incredibly fast, oh my god. Titanfall running in 2024 is already so much faster than it was 2 years ago. Even the people speak a lot faster now.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Everything you know and love is absolutely dead now. We only go fast, and if you don't go fast, you die.
I have spring break. I'm literally your boyfriend on Tuesday.
Hello?
I have responsibility.
And we're going to see.
They speak like Sims characters now.
Oh my god, I'm speeding up. I'm speeding it up even more.
It was really funny when they were doing the hitch clear and you sped up the 5x scale too. That was really fun. motion. This is what you're doing to us, Ice Cream Man. You're tearing us apart. For at least the next, like, 10 seconds.
Nextracer speedrunning across the entire room out of
Okay, you're good now. You're not tearing us apart anymore, but you're on thin ice, Buster.
Wow. They're already 3.5 minutes in, it only felt like a minute has gone by.
Dude, what the fuck?
And-
You're
and
right.
other crazy jokes.
Oh my god. I didn't even think of that. To look at the timer after the cutscene. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes. It's so bad.
What's funny is when I played Final Fantasy VIII, there's like a 45-minute cutscene in there that I just have to mash during. Never bothered me. I started playing this game. That last cutscene in Fold drives me crazy. That 3-minute cutscene feels so much worse than any cutscene in all of Final Fantasy VIII.
God,
I feel
and
that.
in Final Fantasy XIV, the All Dungeons of Realm Reborn category, prior to patch 6.3, 2 dungeons made up an hour of the 3-hour run.
Wow.
Like two dungeons out of like 24 made up the entirety of an entire third of the run. There were that many cutscenes in those dungeons.
Next, so fast around the tapestries there, overtaking Icecream even though delay, then immediately ramps into one of those shield grunts. But already back to 70. Wow!
Ice Cream Man getting kind of low here. Yeah, you got to be careful. You want to be high above those guys so you can get them with the auto-targeting much easier.
Yeah,
Holy-
Nex putting on another surgical opening into Fold Weapon here. Very nicely done from Nex.
Next
Some of the
is
calls looking a little
warmed up.
dirty.
Wow.
Locked in.
Please go for Rocky Road and hit it. Oh! Ice Cream Man falls. That's big. Oh,
the
there
climb. The climb of shame.
Makes it
Alright.
up for this important part.
Yeah, and
Come on,
that's a sucky place to get caught up on too, because you have to wait for BT here anyway. So you're like
Yes!
already losing time from waiting, and then it feels like even more time, and you know your opponent's not gonna fuck it. And here comes Nextracer with Rocky Road, which I made a joke about sounding like ice cream once, and turns out was intentional. I didn't know that was an ice cream flavor. Oh God, yeah.
That's a failure
No,
state.
that's not good.
You
And
can
the
oh,
checkpoint!
Before
Oh.
the BT cutscene. That is huge.
I've never
That is-
seen that checkpoint.
No, me neither. I've never seen someone fail
Oh.
Rocky Road in that precision specifically. That is a huge lead for Ice Cream Man right now, considering the next has to go through this entire mini cutscene
Yeah.
again. And even though next,
Oh,
even though Ice Cream Man's not had the greatest start, oh, that is a interesting feed glitch that we just saw on our end.
Ice Cream
Yeah.
Man, explanation, please.
Yeah, so actually, while I was recording this, I saw the glimpses of Dead BT's ghost just constantly throughout the rest of this set. It was so fucking funny, dude.
That is really funny.
That
I
is
mean-
like that is like some fucking like flashback shit from an anime or something. Where you're
Yeah.
just like they're running through and they're getting like flashed back to this moment of like the memories coming back to motivate them to keep going or
Oh.
some shit.
I gotta say, I don't agree with Nex's choice to not go for it again, not to go for Rocky Road again, because that's the kind of trick. Once you miss it, you almost have to go for it a second time. if you
Yeah,
wanna be in it.
especially in a tournament setting.
Yeah.
Like, there is no weak shit here. Like, you're not getting a PB here. You're going to have to salvage this, and if
Yeah.
you have to like lose Rocky Road 15 times before you like comfortably get to DNF or something.
Yeah, it's the age-old thing of like, do you give up on kill room skip after 3 tries? Because now you like it's a sunk cost issue.
90% of gamblers quit just before
Yup.
they get a pick.
And when you're in winners round 2, you can't afford to assume that your opponent isn't keeping up with you. So it's even if there is a skill gap we've seen on some of the other levels, you have to assume at this point that Ice Cream Man can close this out and will close it out.
Yeah, and
He
the
said
amount
this
of
catching up.
Indeed, yeah, we're seeing Ice Cream Man in the Sloan fight here. You're about a phase and the cutscene apart right now, but yeah, no, you're like you said, you have to assume that your opponent's keeping up. Like you lost like 30, 40 seconds from that checkpoint if you're next. You just kind of have to send it, really.
Yeah. Like I said, especially for like Rob said, especially in tournaments, you don't really have a choice at that point.
It really goes to show how hard this game has become as a speedrun. Because if you're competing at the highest level, like Nex and Ice Cream Man here are, you have to go for the crazy things, and you have to hit them. Of course, Ice Cream Man opting to go with a safer route is going to take this. But since Nextracer made a single mistake in a section where they are not allowed to make one, that's game over, baby. If you're on PB pace, sorry, next time.
It's I lost my train of thought. Never mind, forget about me.
It's so rough when, in order to get a run to the end with a already good PB, you have to just be perfect. This is a draining, brutal speed run, but it's so high stakes. It's such an amazing thing to watch. But
Yeah, I mean,
it must suck for Nex in this situation.
weak shit was enough to get you out of group stage, but there is no weak shit in brackets. You got to send it, you got to get it there, you got to get the job done. And Ice Cream Man can get the job done, it looks like.
I want to point out one thing. Nextracer is still on delay, roughly 9 seconds. It looks like neither of them got pre-charged, if I'm not mistaken.
No, yeah, neither got it.
And I'm not too sure, but it does not look like Nex is more than 10 seconds behind total. Maybe like, I don't know. It's hard to tell. But Ice Cream Man can still get that singular fuck up and escape.
I think we're in a situation for once where it's less than 17 deaths. We're in the rare less than 17 deaths escape.
It's about 10.
Yeah, it's only.
Yeah, it is. The gap here is roughly about, I want to say 25 seconds just on the video feed. So Nex is still not that far behind. It is surmountable if Ice Cream Man makes a mistake. But if you're Ice Cream Man, you just kind of have to tap it in at this point. You don't really have to do anything major in order to close this out at all. You just need to tap it in.
And Ice Cream Man has no idea that Nex blew that Rocky Road so badly. So this is just Ice Cream Man staying locked in, staying focused, and doing the level their way. Great example of never give up, because there was mistakes made by Ice Cream Man here, but they just kept playing, and it looks like it's going to be enough.
Nextracer is 17 seconds behind, roughly.
There you go.
Yeah, it was 11:11 when the light up sequence for the fold injector started up. Sorry, 10:11 rather.
11:11 would be crazy.
It would be.
Alright. Ice Cream Man is gonna go into the escape first, and all eyes on them. They can definitely get this right here. But Nextracer also, of course, right on their ass. They just have to be perfect. They just, like, if they make a mistake, it's very reasonable that they lose the game here. But if they don't, they just win. Just be perfect. It's that easy.
Yeah, expecting not to see a Hyper's weak escape to come out here. Yeah, we're just going to be seeing a normal escape coming out from Icecream Man. But really, a normal escape is all you need as long as you hit that last trigger. Yeah, you're just going to slide on through, and that is beautiful from Icecream Man. It's going to close it out with an 11-15 and taking game number 3, the unexpected not 3-0 here. Icecream Man managing to take that game. And we're seeing Nex now pass the marker with an 11-15 gone for Nex. Sending Hyper's weakscape, though. Absolutely respecting that play from Nextracer. And considering the mistake, that is a very close game.
Yup. They've really brought it back quite a while, but just one mistake where you're not allowed to make mistakes, and that's it.
Got a set.
It's really unfortunate because
really?
that was beautiful for
You won that one.
No way! Let's go.
Yeah, Icecream Man was also in complete disbelief.
Disaster struck for Nex.
I had my mic
they
turned off.
attempted
Heck.
Rocky Road.
Oh. Of
Yeah.
course they did.
Mm-hmm.
Props to them. I wouldn't have done that.
I really
If were in
love,
their
though,
position,
that Icecream Man in
if I were a
disbelief, but then immediately went,
top
let's
10
go,
gamer
like not
facing
sticking
a
with
mid-tier Google
that
like me,
disbelief and
and
just
they played
accepting
full
it
up,
like,
and I wouldn't
oh,
have done
I
Rocky
did,
Road.
let's go.
Yeah,
Like
but
that
to be
is
honest, I
that
feel
is like a
the reason I
hype
did it is I felt like
mentality I
just
wish I
needed
could
more,
have
like,
versus
fun
me
experience doing
when I was
matches, because I've only ever
winning
done
matches
matches.
against Week and constantly getting more flabbergasted
makes
as
a lot
time
of
went
sense.
on.
I wanted to feel it out a bit.
And now,
Dude, I get
bring
whiplash with
you
Ice Cream Man.
your
Ice Cream Man
game
flies back and forth between the best mindsets and the worst
See,
mindsets.
Because the reverse
I get
sweep is
whiplash.
incoming.
It's good because it shows character growth, but they're only getting better. But man, oh god, oh wait, this isn't a
okay.
match.
So, Icecream Man, you get to ban.
So next, you trusted that I'm not gonna pick art, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
trust that you're not gonna pick art, and I'm gonna ban something different. I'm gonna ban BT.
Okay.
You run it, own it first.
So why
It
the
would
fuck-
be funny
Sure,
if
let me
Next
just do
picks
this
Dark,
death walk,
though.
and I can think
Why the
properly.
fuck would they? Because they, like, game one said, oh, I'm gonna ban the Arc. Wait, hold up, you said we wouldn't play Arc. Okay.
Hmm.
I would absolutely do this just to get my opponent's head to flabbergast them. They'd be like,
Yeah,
"Say
yeah,
no."
I would do this just to get that sense of betrayal in my opponent's eyes.
Let's go.
That's why in our match, Dorito, I left Blood and Rust open because when you admitted that you hated that stage too, I'm just like, I want to see if Dorito is playing me here.
And we don't
Like,
have
is
to watch
Dorito
the
playing me and wants to send Blood and Rust?
Nope.
What's up here?
Isn't that something?
This is so
We don't,
real.
we don't have to watch any cutscenes.
Yeah.
And it looks like Beacon 2 is the pick here, which
Alright.
honestly, I believe that is a smart pick from Nex. This is a level that you could skill gap the hell out of someone with.
Alright, you two ready?
Yeah, this is
Okay, here we go.
this is
3,
always going to be a
2,
staple Titanfall level.
1, go.
It's always going to be hard, and it's always going to be almost always going to be the better player that's going to win it.
Absolutely.
Those are levels that are just no RNG. You lose, you just played worse.
Yeah.
Where there's no shame in that, you know. I say that very aggressively, but no, like, this is one of the most competitive levels in the entire game because there is no RNG here. Because you just have to practice this.
I just want to throw out 80 on the end of that wall kick from Nextracer there. That is some ridiculous speed that you're getting there. That's good enough for softball-less.
Teleporting ahead a little bit. Yeah, 22 Death Warp with early trigger and softball-less. Nextracer pulling ahead so hard already. Jesus. Get a bit of lag here. Meanwhile, Ice Cream Man also very respectable, but it's just going for softball is bound to the strats that are safer, but slower. And that has paid off the last match, but currently they're so far behind just by their selection of strats, not because they've been playing worse.
Yep. And
Do that.
Ice Cream Man beeps it. This is the hardest backup in the universe. I have never been able to get this alone.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
you
is
just give up.
Yeah, you just have to go all the way back down. So visually, Ice Cream Man takes the lead, but that's a big mistake to get pushed back by that fan. That's going to mean that even if Ice Cream Man had kept going, or even if the timers were synced, that's a big ability for Nextracer to catch up here. And we're seeing transitions for the heatsink skip here. Yeah, that's
My
clean from
God.
both of them. Nextracer with the
The
lead.
ghost
Flashing
BT
back to
again.
Pete.
We're
The
already
ghost of
full.
BT.
Leave me alone. I can't.
Oh my
Whoa,
God!
Next is
is a
time
teleport.
traveled. Next on
Meanwhile,
ENC right
Icecream
now.
Man's fading in and out of the fold dimension. Let's see. Oh my God, Fizzy fans, good enough. Next race is
Well,
gonna
I guess we'll
teleport
never
at the
know.
end here. No, okay. We're gonna have to ask for final time. Is this something? I don't know.
No, we won't.
No,
But
we won't because of the stream delay.
I know.
yeah,
But this-
it ends up being a 206 for Nextracer, which is still very respectable considering the major mistake that was
Oh my
made.
God. I stopped the timers and at very again. I stopped the timers at very similar spots.
Ice Cream Man mentioning that this
but,
Beacon 2 was actually a gold for
that
them, which
usually
means
absolutely
that Nex
respectable
ends
to
up
pull
playing
out a
house
best Beacon 2 time in a
because of,
tournament
Yeah.
setting.
stream delay.
So big ups to
Nex-
Ice Cream
Nex
Man
is
for
gonna
that. A
take
216
that
is a
one
very
with
good,
the
a very
206
good
Beacon 2.
Beacon 2.
I
I literally made
gold.
that backup and I forgot how to do it.
if you gold with these
Bruh.
strats, Ice Cream Man,
The backup
if
for
you're
what?
confident, it may be time
I,
to
like, fell
upgrade
down
because
a
that was
thing
very
and
very
I
well
spent,
played. You
17
literally
decades
just
trying to back
lost
it up and eventually I
because
just gave up.
of safer,
You
slower
took
You
some
can
of
just
banana.
reload checkpoint and it puts you back at the bottom.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I
now.
didn't know that either.
Well, I just golded by a full second after I
Hey.
lost probably like 5 seconds in the fan room, but I got the
Alrighty.
gnarliest.
So yeah, that's going to be a
fast fan
3-1
into a stair
on the
slide.
side of
Like,
Nextracer here,
literally
taking it
all of- I
over
think I
Ice Cream Man,
gained
and will be
speed
moving
going
on
up the
in the
stairs
winner's
after.
side bracket to winners round 3. That'll be winners quarters.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, that is going to be it for this match on stream here. We'll be setting up for the next one, which is going to be Smitty versus Mascout or Scoot. And having been the one to record this one, don't go anywhere, folks, because I believe you're in for a good time. We'll be right back with more Mach 4 March.